You have seen him open for Dave Chappelle at the Pabst. He is going to be featuring here in April. Please, everyone, give a big, warm round of applause for Ryan Holman!
How am I doing on time? Oh my gosh, I'm kidding you guys. Come on. It's Friday night. Hope y'all are having a better week than I am. It's been kind of a weird one for me. I was kicked out of the club on a Monday. Yeah, for wearing sweatpants too. I was pissed off. As the lady was dragging me out of there, I was like, hello, ma'am. This is Sam's Club, correct? I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one in here wearing sweatpants right now. And she's like, no, sir, no, you're not. But you're definitely the only one walking around with a giant boner right now. And I was like, giant? All right. You win. I'll go to Costco. I got better samples there anyways, you guys. So I was driving over to Costco, and I passed this big old billboard off the side of the freeway for a local hospital. True story. And there's 4 women on it, and really large across their chests it reads, "Every woman deserves a mammogram." When I read that, I thought to myself, wow, that sounds like something Dr. Huxtable would say. No worry, that's the only Cosby joke I got tonight, guys. A couple of months ago, I was hanging out with my good buddy Tyler. You know, just putting back a couple of beers, smoking a bowl or two, chatting about life. Just enjoying our summer when it was still nice and warm outside. And all of a sudden, he started complaining about how he was going to have to go back to school soon. And it really just brought down the mood because I'm not in school anymore. And eventually, I had to stop him. I was like, yo, dude, Tyler, okay, I get it. You know, it's been a long time since I was in any form of school. But I honestly do not think that 2nd grade is going to be that hard for you, buddy. Now, come on. Snap out of it. You just hit that thing twice. Give it here. Look, we're still going to be able to hang out like 2 or 3 days a week as long as you're getting your homework done. And like I told you last year, if your mom's being a little bee about you bringing girls over after school, you can always bring them to my place. Just as long as my girlfriend's not home from work yet. You remember that rule, right? She's not cool with that. She's not cool with a lot of things, though, if I'm being honest, man. She got pissed off at me earlier today because she caught me using one of her precious dream catchers as an egg slicer. She comes running into the kitchen hysterically. She's like, oh my God, Brian, you know that's not what those are for. And I was like, no, I don't, babe. I don't have any idea what these are for. In fact, I don't think that you know what these are for. Besides, I have been dreaming about this egg salad sandwich all day long. So as far as I'm concerned, dream caught. Food gets me in a lot of trouble. I almost got pulled over the other day because I threw a banana peel out my window. No joke. I ate a banana on the way to work. I was tossing the peel out the window, and there was a police officer going the opposite way who locked eyes with me immediately and flipped on his lights. He goes up to the next intersection, makes a big U-turn, and he's coming at me. And thank God, ladies and gentlemen, he ran into the banana peel and spun out, so I got away. But it was close, man. I found out recently that I am terribly allergic to cats. It's kind of an embarrassing situation how I found out, honestly. I was at a buddy's house for a little bit of a party, not even 5, maybe 10 minutes after I'd finished eating his cat. The entire thing came back up everywhere. It was pretty gruesome. And it's not like I hate cats, you guys. I'm just more of a dog person myself, if I had to say, you know what, dog's great. It'll meet you at the front door. It'll bring you the newspaper. Dogs have even been known to save humans' lives. When have you ever seen a cat save a human's life? That's right. You probably haven't. In fact, when I was writing this joke, it took me 10 months to come up with a scenario in which a cat might save someone's life. Follow me here. Let's say you have this crazy neighbor that lives across the street from you, right? And one day he gets a little too drunk and drugged up and he decides, I'm going to clean my sniper rifle. So he goes down into his basement and digs the thing out, forgetting that he left it loaded the last time he was playing with it. Brings it back up to his living room, which just so happens to be directly across from where you and your cat are watching House of Cards. Anyways, eventually you end up with a laser pointer right in the middle of your forehead. Maybe if your cat was awake from its nap for long enough and in a playful enough mood, it might run over, jump up, and scratch your face, thus knocking you out of the way from the bullet just in time, but that probably only happens like 4 or 5 times a year, you guys, and it is rarely reported, believe me. Hate whenever I'm hanging out with the same person or the same group of people for too long, and they have like a really thick accent, because I always start to catch and emulate the accent without even trying, and it can be really embarrassing sometimes. Like, a couple months ago, I was down in Texas, and I was hanging out with my same buddy, like the entire time I was down there. And I knew it was going to happen. A couple days into the trip, we went out to meet up with some of his friends, and as soon as I went to introduce myself to one of them, I was like, "Hey, how are you?" Because my friend is deaf, and that was the accent that I picked up, you guys. Come on. Are you paying attention? My God, if my grandmother knew the sort of jokes that I was telling these days, I swear she'd be rolling over in her grave. Actually, maybe she wouldn't be, because my grandma died in a fire, so obviously she wasn't that great at rolling over, was she? It's my grandma. Sometimes when I call my girlfriend babe, I am referring to the pig, and she has no idea. She doesn't come to my shows, though. It's her fault. We got in an argument at the grocery store the other day. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but turns out that soy milk is not actually Spanish for I am milk. Like a different sort of milk altogether, you guys. Yeah, she loves winning arguments, also loves it when she thinks that she said something like super funny and gotten one over on me. Like for instance, the other day she comes into the room when I was putting away my clothes and she's like, "You know what, Ryan? I think that when we have kids, I am going to be the favorite parent." And I thought about it for a second and I was like, well, you're probably right, because if we ever have kids, you'll be the only one that they have ever met. So by default, I certainly hope you're the favorite. All right, guys, that's my time. My name is Ryan Holman. Check me out on thefullbodybeard.com. Thanks for coming out.
Keep it going for Ryan Holman, everybody. That was great.